Hey everybody, welcome to another video review. This is of the Transformer. It was a 2007 Transformer movie figure of Jazz. And if you hear something in the background, I'm just cooking me some lunch. But this is Jazz from the Transformers 2007 movie. I got this at Walmart. Basically, I was working there and I got it there. Got it on a discount, I think. They were selling... I'll tell you this, we had a section, just like you see it at any Walmart now for Transformers and stuff. We had a section for the movie, and this stuff was selling out like hotcakes, like you wouldn't believe. So, here's Jazz, and as you can see, they did a very good job. One thing I like about these versions of the figures, the movie versions, is they were able to get the licensing from the automotive distributors. And here you have like a little Chrysler symbol in the front. And I think Ironhide's got like a Ford one or something. He's got like a Ford one and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. But anyway, how do you transform this guy? Well, I'll tell you this. Before this review, it took me a while just to transform him back. I have Bumblebee, but Bumblebee seems to like be opening up on this end for some reason. Doesn't want to go together. I don't know if anybody else has had that complication with it. But anyway, this is very solid. Like I said, it's got I think the Chrysler symbol there. But anyway, how do you transform him? Well, it's easier said than done because it's not as easy as it looks. I think we got a little tab here on the top, which, yeah. This little tab here on top kind of helps open him up, helps transform him, if you will. Again, I haven't done these in a while. The one thing about me is, I think what a lot of you have to understand is, you know, like a lot of Transformer fans growing up, my family didn't have that much money, so we couldn't really afford to get some good Transformers for me to, you know, no, well, they did get me good Transformers. Let me correct myself, they did. I just didn't get like what my cousin used to have. My cousin, who's 2 years older than me, is about the same age as my second oldest sister. He basically got every Transformer almost in existence. Well, not everyone, but he had his fair share. I remember a couple of times we'd go over, and as you can see, you got to open up these here too. These are his arms, and then you see him right there. But I remember a couple of times we would go over, and he would just have a peripheral of some of the new Transformers. He would have like Galvatron, Ultra Magnus. In fact, the biggest one he had was Metroplex, which I plan to get the reissued version upcoming this year. I definitely plan to get that. That's going to be something for me that, you know, because I never got to own the original Metroplex, is a long time coming. Now, right here, getting back on subject, you see this peg here and this hole here. These two things are supposed to connect once you open Jazz up a little bit more. And again, like I say, it's a lot easier said than done with these figures. A lot easier said than done, but there you go. You basically got to make sure you get to this part right here. And I think that goes down a little bit. And like I said, you got to bring the feet out. Like I said, it's a lot easier said than done. And I think you got to rotate the arms a little bit once you get them out. There we go. So that way they'll pop out. Not totally pop out, but you kind of get the idea. You got to rotate them. I'll say this, when they did the movie, they really wanted to show, I guess really wanted to go for the realism of what the Autobots and Decepticons would really look like in real life. Kind of give it that complication feel, if you will. Now he does have some heels back here. I'm just noticing that. So you got to flip those back. There you go. So you can stand them up. Except the one thing is the heels go push back right into the feet, and that'll piss off anybody. I'm sure that'll piss off anybody. Okay, so we're trying to get him stood up here, and we're trying to. There we go. We're gonna lock this in the. We're gonna lock those, like I said, into place. That part. Lock that into place, and then we're gonna pull the flap down, or pull the window sill down. Get his head up a little bit if we can, and we're gonna try to get his arms out. Easier said than done. There we go. Kind of get those arms out a little bit more. I say this again, like I said, when they brought these out, they made them really, really tricky to figure out. They really made them tricky. I mean, they're not as easy as the ones that we got now or we had. These are a lot more, trickier. I'll give them that. I will give them that. And I think, again, it's a lot more trickier to do. Again, I haven't done this in a good long while. Like I said, it's a challenge for anybody that's done this, and I think anybody that's transformed these figures know how much of a pain in the butt they can be. Trying to get them centered here. Well, figure it out with the arms. Again, like I say, when they decided to make these, they definitely decided to go with the realism. There we go. Gotta snap that over. And turn this back over, or something, or whatever. Oh, great. That's one thing you want to be careful about these. They will break. There we go. But I think that's how you get Jazz transformed. I could be wrong. But that is basically Jazz in robot form from the movie. As far as I know. As far as I know, it is. I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Let me know. Let me know about it. But as far as I'm concerned, I think that's how he's supposed to go. Yeah, here we go. I think that's how he's supposed to go. Again, I'm not totally 100% sure, but there's Jazz in his Cybertronian, in his robot mode from the movie, from the live-action movie. Again, I'm not totally 100% sure on that. If that's exactly how he's supposed to be posed. But, you know, just work with me on that, because it's the best I can do, if you will. It's the best I can do, if you will. And that's really all I have to say about it. I'm not going to transform him back, folks. I'm going to let you know that right now. I'm not going to transform him back, because it's a little more complicated than it should be. But hold on for a second. Let me get something else to stand this up with. You guys can get a better look. Maybe one more will do. Let me use some coasters here for a stand. Go figure. There we go. Yeah, 5 coasters. But anyway, like I said, I'm not going to transform him back because he's a little bit more of a hassle than he is. But when we turn him around, he actually turns out to be a good figure. I think you can flip that up if you want to. Again, I think they went more for the realism than they would have. Head rotates perfectly, can rotate around. His weapons, I think I have them somewhere, I just don't know where I put them. But that is, like I said, Jazz from Transformers, the 2007 film. So, you guys got any thoughts, comments, let me know down below, and I will talk to you all later.